everyone, welcome back to my channel. Autumn here today to do my TBR for the next 2 months. I am going to be doing a challenge of me reading 60 romance book tropes in 60 days. So here are all of the books I plan on reading, and the tropes they are for this. I was mostly trying to get my books that were in my TBR jar, which is here, that has 213 books, so I was trying to choose from there. And if I couldn't find something in the TBR jar, I chose something on something I owned. So I did really well, and for the most part 6 books were not in the TBR jar. Everything else was in the TBR jar, so that's really good. I'm really happy with that. And I'm not actually gonna put the rolls of me getting the tropes, because I did roll for the tropes. I'll save that for the vlogs. I'm just gonna tell you what I plan on reading for which trope, and go from there. A lot of them are audio, because that's gonna save me. I do not plan on reading a book a day. I'm just gonna try to read 60 books in 60 days. So but yeah, I need to change my battery because it's flashing at me, but once I get back I will start going through the books. So roll number 1 is gonna be 5. I know that's hard to see, but it is 5, and 5 is fighter romance, and for that we're gonna switch that one. Okay, so for trope number 1 I got fighter romance, and for this one I am going to be reading Loving Romeo by Laura Pavillon. This is book 1 in the Magnolia Falls series. So this is a boxer romance, so I'm gonna count it. I got the gorgeous, is this cover to cover? I forget. I think this is cover to cover. I got the box set. It's gorgeous and I'm really excited to read this. I have this one on audio and it is part of my TBR jar. So yeah. Roll number 2 is 6, and 6 is secret relationship, and to replace that one we have that. For trope number 2 I got secret relationship, and for that one I'm gonna read Breaking Away by Grace Riley, and this is book 2 in Playing for Keeps series, and I do have this one on audio. It's a hockey romance. So I'm excited to read this. So yeah. Also this is in my TBR jar. So yeah. Roll number 3 is 1. It was 1, trust me. It's not anymore, but it was. And it's cowboy romance. And to replace that one we have that. Roll number 4 is 20, and 20 is ex-boyfriend's dad, and to replace that one we have that. Roll number 14 is 15 is the first one I see, so another 15, which is forced proximity, and to replace that one, that. So the next 3 tropes I'm going to show you are a series. This is for tropes 3, 4, and 14 that I rolled. But the first one is, or I guess this is trope number 4, which is ex-boyfriend's dad, then cowboy romance and forced proximity are the tropes. And for ex-boyfriend's dad, I am going to be reading Chasing the Wild by Elliot Rose. This is book 1 in the Crimson Ridge series. Then the second one is for cowboy romance, which is Braving the Storm. And the third one is Taming the Heart, which is for forced proximity. All of these are on audio and in my TBR jar. So I'm very excited to read these. I've heard great things. So yeah. Roll number 5 is 17. 17 is soccer romance. And to replace that one, we have that. For trope number 5, I got soccer romance. And for this one, I am going to be reading The Striker by Anna Wong. This is book 1 in Gods of the Game series. I have this one on audio. This will be my second Anna Wong book. And we'll see how I feel about it. Roll number 6 is 4. 4 is gymnastic romance, and to replace that one, that. For trope number 6, I got gymnastic romance, and for that I'm going to be reading Chosen by Love by Tony Aleo. This is book number 8, I think, in the Bellevue Bully series. This is a gymnastic romance, second chance romance, and I'm very excited to continue reading Tony Aleo, and this is also part of my TBR jar. So yeah. Roll number 7 is 15. It was 15, and 15 is cam work, and to replace that one we have that. Trope number 7, I got cam work. And for this one, I'm very excited. I am going to be reading, I got the Not Safe for Work version, so I gotta cover some. But I got The Power Play by Mandy Danielle. I met her this past weekend and got this series. This is book number 2 in the Denver Dragon series, and this is cam work. I'm very excited to read this. I also got some Not Safe for Work pictures in here, so yeah, I'm very excited to read this and see what I think of it. I've not read any of her books before, but I do have the rest of the series on this TBR later. So, but yes, very excited to read this. Roll number 8 is 17, and 17 is The Dirty Talker, and to replace that one we have that. Trope number 8 is The Dirty Talker. And for this one, I am going to be reading American Queen by Sarah Simone. This is book 1 in the New Camelot series. I have this from Chirp. Also, this is in my TBR jar. It was Sarah Simone was one of the authors I wanted to read in 2025. So, yes, I am excited to read this. I'm kind of scared. I don't know how I'll feel, but I am excited. This is this is a popular series, so yeah. Roll number 9 is 9. And 9 is hockey romance, one of my favorites, and to replace that one we have that. For trope number 9, I got hockey romance, which is one of my favorite tropes. I love me some hockey romances. And for this one, I'm going to read The Hat Trick by Mandy Danielle. This is book 1 in the Denver Dragon series. I have this one on audio, and again, this is part of my TBR jar, and I'm super excited to read this. So yeah. Roll number 10 is 2, and 2 is fake dating, and to replace that one we have that. Trope number 10, I got fake dating, and for this one I am going to be reading The Right Move by Liz Tomford. This is book number 2 in the Windy City. I have this one on audio. This is also in my TBR jar, and one of the series I wanted to read in 2025. So yeah, I read Mile High. I think I gave that a 3-star. I wasn't a huge fan, so I'm excited to see where it goes. So yeah. Roll number 11 is 8. 8 is Mafia Romance, and to replace that we have that one. For trope number 11, I got Mafia Romance, and for that I chose Sinners Anonymous by Simone Sketcher. This is a Mystic box version. It's so cool and pretty, and I'm very excited to read this. I've been wanting to read this since I got it and just haven't, so I'm very excited. This is not part of my TBR jar, but it's one I own, so very excited to read it. Roll number 12 is 14. 14 is Reverse Harem, and to replace this I have that one. For trope number 12, I got Reverse Harem, and for this one I am going to be reading Find Me, which is book number 1 in the WITSEC series by Ashley N. Rostick. Sorry. I have this one on audio, and this is part of my TBR jar, so yay. This book I bought this year, so I am excited to read this. So I don't really know anything about this, but I am excited to read it. Roll number 13 is 15, and 15 is Forbidden Romance, and to replace that one we have that. For trope number, is it 13? Yeah, 13, I got Forbidden Romance, and for this one I am going to be reading Loving Mr. Daniels by Brittany C. Cherry. This is a teacher-student romance that came out in 2014, and I've probably had it since then. So it's time to read this. And Brittany C. Cherry is one of the authors on my TBR for the year. Also, this is in my TBR jar. I have this one on audio. So I am excited to read this. So we'll see how I feel. But it is a forbidden romance, and I am very excited to read this. Roll number 15 is 3. And 3 is MM Romance, and to replace that one we have that. So the next trope, which is trope number 15, I have Male Romance, and for this one I picked 2 books because one is short and I want to read both of them. So also it's June when I'm doing this, so Pride Month, so I added 2 male romances. So we have Merry Misfits by Cambria Herbert, which is book number 4.5 in the House of Misfits series, and then Red, which is book number 5 in the House of Misfits series. this is part of my TBR jar. Also, Canberra Herbert is one of the authors I wanted to read more books by this year. So I still have quite a few of her backlists that I've not read, and these are 2 of them. So I am excited to read these and see what I think of them. I love her male romances, and I'm excited to get to them. Rule number 16 is 13. And 13 is nanny romance, and to replace that one we have that. Trope number 16 was nanny romance, and for this I am choosing Caught Up by Liz Tomford. This is book number 3 in the Windy City series. As I said, this is in my series I wanted to read this year, and have this on the audio and in my TBR jar. So roll 17 is 4, and 4 is the pottery scene. Okay, and to replace that one we have that. Roll number 25 is 12, and 12 is the gym scene, and to replace that one we have that. So for trope number 17 and 25, I have one book for these ones, and it's the gym scene, which is 25, and the pottery scene, which is 17. Yeah, I am going to be reading Meet Your Match by Candy Snyder. This is book 1 in the Kings of Ice series. This one is I have on audio, but the website where I get these, which I'll leave down below, does trope cards for books now, and these 2 books were from that trope or that book. So that's why I'm including both of these. Also, these are very specific scenes that I don't know any off the top of my head that have them. So that's why they're 2. But yeah, I'm very excited to read this and start this series. As I said, I love hockey romances. So yeah. Roll number 18 is 4, and 4 is Second Chance. And to replace that one we have that. For trope number 18 I have Second Chance, and for that I am going to be reading Rewrite or Story by Kate Singleton. This is book number 1 in the Sutton Mountain series. This is part of my TBR jar, and I have it on audio. So it's a small town romance. I don't know anything else about that. So I've not read a Kate Singleton book yet, but that's about to change because I have 4 other books by her planned in this 60 books. So yeah. Roll number 19 is 8. 8 is The Faithful Companion, and to replace that one we have that. For trope number 19 I have The Faithful Companion. This one is a little out there, but that one's kind of hard too. But I'm gonna read The Front Runner by Elise Silver. This is book number 3 in the Gold Ranch. Is it the Gold Rush Ranch series, I think? But the heroine is a vet, so I'm gonna count that. And the hero races horses. I don't know. So like, there's gonna be some type of animals in here, so I'm counting it. Also, this is in my TBR jar, so yeah. Roll number 20 is 16, and 16 is single dad romance, and to replace that one we have that. Trope number 20, I got this single dad romance, and for that I am going to be reading One Look by Lena Hendricks. This is book 1 in the Salvador family novel. I'm super excited to read this. I've had this on my TBR. I've owned this since 2023, so it's been a few years. So I want to read this, and I am excited to read this. And I have this on audio, also in my TBR jar. So yeah. Roll number 21 is 10, and 10 is It's Always Been You, and to replace that one we have that. For trope number 21, I got It's Always Been You, and for this one I am going to be reading One Chance by Lena Hendricks. This is book number 3 in the Sylvian family series. I have this one on audio and in my TBR jar. So roll number 22 is 19, and 19 is Taboo Romance, and to replace that one we have that. For trope number 22, I got Taboo Romance, and for this one I am going to be doing a reread of Praise by Sarah Kate. This is book 1 in the I never know how to Salacious Players Club series. I have this one on audio and also in my TBR jar. So yeah, I give this 4 stars, and I read this probably many years ago. So yeah, I don't remember when I read it, but yeah. So roll number 23 is 14, and 14 is Eyes on Me, and to replace that one we have that. For trope 23, I got Eyes on Me, and for this one I am going to be reading Eyes on Me by Sarah Kate, and this is book number 2 in the Salacious Players series. I also reread, and I gave this 4 stars. So I'm excited to see what I think of it. It's in my TBR jar, and I have it on audio. Rule number 24 is 16, and 16 is Forced Proximity, and to replace that one we have that. So for trope number 24, I got Forced Proximity, and for this one I am going to be reading Play With Me by Becca Mack, which is book number 2 in the Playing for Keeps series. This is in my TBR jar. I have it on audio, and it's one of the series I wanted to read in 2025. So yes, I read Consider Me in April, and I think I gave that 4 stars. So I'm excited to see what I think of this. It's a hockey romance, and yeah. Roll number 26 is 11, and 11 is hockey romance, and to replace that one we have that. For trope number 26, I got hockey romance, and for this one I am going to be reading The Breakout by Mandy Danielle, and this is book number 3 in the Denver Dragon series. I'm very excited to read this series, and yeah. So roll number 27 is 8. 8 is The Good Girl, and to replace that one we have that one. Roll number 28 is 19, and 19 is Billionaire Romance, and to replace that one we have that. For trope 27 and 28, I got The Good Girl and billionaire romance. And for these ones, I am going to be reading books 1 and 2 in the Black Tie Billionaire series by Kate Singleton. So Black Ties and White Lies, and Pretty Rings and Broken Things. I have these on audio, and they're part of my series TBR, also my TBR jar, so I'm very excited to read these. Roll number 29 is 13, and is The Stalker. And to replace that one, we have that. For trope number 29, I got The Stalker. And for this, I am going to be reading 2 books. I am going to be reading Once You're Mine by Morgan Bridge, which is book 1 in the Possessing Her series. Have this one on audio. And then I am also going to be reading the second book in the series, Now You're Mine. Both of these I have on audio, and they are in my TBR jar, also like series I want to read. So that's why I'm including both of them, because I do want to read them, and I know that I will want to continue like right away. So that's why I counted both of them, just because. So yeah. And finally, roll number 30 is 9, and 9 is The One Night Stand, and to replace that is that. For trope number 30, I have The One Night Stand, and for this one, I am going to be reading The Boyfriend Goal by Lauren Bakley. This is book 1 in Love and Hockey series. I have this one on audio, in Kindle. So I've never read a Lauren Bakley book before, but it's a hockey romance, and I love those. So yeah. Roll number 31 is 2, and 2 is Enemies to Lovers, and to replace that one, we have that. For trope 31, I got Enemies to Lovers, and for this one, I am going to be reading Tempter Fate by Kate Singleton. This is book 2 in the Set in Mountain series. Again, small town romance, part of my TBR jar in a series I want to read. I have this one on audio. Roll number 32 is 20, and 20 is Only One Bed. And to replace that one, that. For trope number 32, I have Only One Bed. And for this one, I am going to be reading Give Me More by Sarah Kate. This is the 3rd book in the Salacious Players Club. Again, I have this on audio. No, I don't. I have this one on Kindle. I don't have the audiobook for this one. Or do I? No, I don't have the audiobook for this one. But I do have it on Kindle, and it's part of my TBR jar. And I've not read this one. So, yay. Roll number 33 is 9. 9 is Best Friend's Brother. And to replace that one, we have that. For trope number 33, I got Best Friend's Brother. And for this one, I am going to be reading Finding You by Lena Hendricks. This is book number 1 in the Salvation something Falls series, right? Or I don't know. But it's book number 1. This is a Hello Lovely trope of the month from February or March. I think this is March. It's gorgeous. Have this on audio and also in my TBR jar. So I'm very excited to read this. Rule 34 is 20. And 20 is Accidental Pregnancy. And to replace that one, we have that. For trope number 34, I got an accidental pregnancy. And for this one, I am going to be reading One Night by Lena Hendricks. This is the fourth and final book in the Salville family series. Have this on audio in my TBR jar in a series I wanted to read in 2025. Roll 35 is 9. And 9 is Single Mom Romance. And to replace that one, we have that. Trope number 35, I got Single Mom. And for this one, I am going to be reading Unravel Me by Becca Mack. This is book number 3 in Playing for Keeps series. Hockey romance. I don't know. I have this one on audio in my TBR jar. And a series I wanted to read this year. So, roll number 36 is 3. And 3 is Small Town Romance. And to replace that one, trope number 36, I got Small Town Romance. And for this one, I am going to be reading One Touch by Lena Hendricks. Again, this is book number 2 in the Savilla family series. I have this one on audio in my TBR jar and a series I wanted to read this year. Roll number 37 is 17. And 17 is Football Romance. And to replace that one, we have that. Trope number 37 was Football Romance. And for this one, I am going to read Bright Lights and Summer Nights by Kate Singleton. This is book number 3 in the Black Tie Billionaire series. This is a Hello Lovely edition. I have this one on audio and part of my TBR jar. And really, I just want to read Kate Singleton. So I'm excited to read this. So, yeah. Roll number 38 is 12. And 12 is Baseball Romance. And to replace that one, we have that. Trope number 38 was Baseball Romance. Yes. And for this, I am going to be reading Stealing Home by Grace Riley. For Breaking Away, I said that was part of the Playing for Keeps series, but it's actually Beyond the Play series by Grace Riley. This is book number 3 in that series, and I have this one on audio, and it's part of my TBR jar and a series I wanted to read this year. So, yeah. Roll number 39 is 2, and 2 is Brother's Best Friend. And to replace that one, we have that. For trope number 39, I got Brother's Best Friend. And for this one, I am going to be reading Holding the Rain by Paisley Hope. This is book 1 in the Silver Pines Ranch series. I have this one on audio. It's part of my TBR and series I want to read. So, yeah. Roll number 40 is 1, and 1 is Office Romance. You can't really see it. There you go, Office Romance. And this is the last card to replace. So, yeah. For trope number 40, I got Office Romance. And for this one, I am going to be reading Cold-Hearted King by L.M. Dalgasher. Sorry, I will learn how to say that when I listen to the audio. This is book 1 in the Empty Kingdom series. I have this one on audio. It's in my TBR jar because I bought it this year, so I would like to read it. So, yeah. Roll number 41 is 12, and 12 is Paranormal Romance. For trope number 41, I got Paranormal Romance. Paranormal final romance, and for that one I am going to be reading The Hidden Realm by Heather Renee. This is 3 books total. I have this one on audio and it is in my TBR jar. This is a Fae series, or is this the dragon one? I think I picked the dragon one. So yeah, it is the dragon one. So yeah. Rule number 42 is 2, and 2 is friends with benefit. For tropes number 42, I had friends with benefits, and for this one I am doing Wicked Serve by Grace Riley. This is the 4th, I think, and final book in the Beyond the Play series, but I could be wrong. It's the last one that's out. And I have this one on audio in my TBR jar in a series I wanted to read this year. So I'm very excited to read this. Rule number 43 is 15. 15 is the daddy. For trope number 43, I got the daddy. And for this one, I am going to be rereading The Highest Bidder by Sarah Kate. This is book number 5 in the Salacious Players Club series. And yeah, I'm very excited to reread it. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars too, so yeah. Rule number 44 is 18. 18 is Grumpy Sunshine. For trope number 44, I got Grumpy Sunshine. And for this one, I am going to be reading A Full Start by Elise Silver. This is the 4th and final book in the Gold Rush Ranch series. And I'm excited to complete the series. It's in my TBR jar. And a series I wanted to read this year, so yeah. Rule number 45 is 9, and 9 is Who Hurt You. For trope number 45, I got Who Hurt You, and for this one I am going to be reading Sticks and Stones by S. Nassery and S.J. Salvis. This is a hockey romance. This is in my TBR jar. I have it on audio. And I've read both of these authors and really enjoyed this. So I am excited to see what I think of this one. Rule number 46 is 9, which we've already done. So re-roll, and that is 6. And 6 is age gap. For trope number 46, I got Age Gap, and for this one I am going to be reading Mercy by Sarah Kate. This is the 4th book in the Salvation Players Club series. I have this one on audio. It's in my TBR jar, and yeah. Rule number 47 is 3, and 3 is MC Romance. Trope number 47, I got MC Romance. And for this one, I am going to be reading Where We Started by Ashley Minoza. This is book 1 in the Stone Riders series. This was a Hello Lovely Trope of the Month book from December. So, yeah, very excited to read this. Have this on my audio, part of my TBR jar and series I wanted to read in 2025. So yeah. Rule number 48 is 5, and 5 is Who Hurt You. For trope number 48, I have Who Hurt You, and for this one I am going to be reading Salvage Little Games by Lane Hart. This is a dark mafia romance, and this is book 1 in the Sin City Mafia romance. I have this on audio. It's in my TBR jar. I bought it this year, so I would like to read it. Rule number 49 is 15, which we've already done. 8. And 8 is prep school romance. For trope number 49, I have prep school romance. And for this one, I am going to be reading Cruel King by Rena Kent. This is book number 0 in the Royal Elite series. I want to start reading Rena Kent, and I want to read the books she recommends in the reading order, just because I know sometimes authors' first books are not as good as their latest books, so I like to start in the order they are released if I can. So this is the first one. I have this on audio. It is also in my TBR jar. So yeah. Roll number 50 is 1, and 1 is Friends to Lovers. For trope number 50, I have Friends to Lovers, and for this one, I am going to be reading Home Game by Edna Stone. This is book number 2 in the Vancouver Wolf Hockey series. I read the first one back in April, and I gave it 3 stars, I think. I have this one unchirped, and it's also in my TBR jar, and a series I wanted to read this year, so yeah. Roll number 51 is 17, and 17 is Slow Burn. Roll number 54 is 4, and that is Dark Romance. For trope number 51 and 54, I have 1 or 2 books, but it's in a bind up. And 51 was Slow Burn, and 54 was Dark Romance. And for this one, I am going to be reading Sinners Consumed and Condemned, or Condemned and Consumed, by Simone Sketcher. Again, this is a bind up. I forget I put this is the author's note in it. So this is a mafia romance, I think, but I am very excited to read this. So yeah. Roll number 52 is 2, which we've done, so re-roll 11, and 11 is Crawl. For trope number 52, I have Crawl, and for this one I am going to be reading Where We Belong by Ashley Moza. This is book number 2 in the Stone Writers MC series. In my TBR jar, have this on audio. I'm very excited to read this. There's only 8 now, so I decided to change it to a D8. Even though I think there is 9 on here, I don't know. But roll number 53 is 7, and 7 is Degradation. For trope number 53, I have Degradation, and for this one, I am going to be reading Beautiful Fiend by Lola King. This is book number 1 in the North Shore series. This one was a monthly Kindle or audio deal, so I bought it this year. It's in my TBR jar, and I am excited to read this. So yeah. Roll number 55 is 1. 1 is Opposites Attract. For trope number 55, I had Opposites Attract, and for this one, I am going to be reading Wolf by Paisley Hope. This is an MC romance. Have this one on audio in my TBR jar, and I'm very excited to read it. Roll number 56 is 7, 2, and 2 is basketball romance, sorry. For trope 56, I got Basketball Romance, and for this one I am going to be reading Game Changer by Piper Larson this was a Hello Lovely book. I have this one on Chirped audiobook from Chirped, and I am excited to read this. This is book 1 in this series. It's a gorgeous cover, and I am excited to read this. Rule 57 is 3, and 3 is fantasy romance. For trope number 57, I got fantasy romance, and for this one I am going to be reading Shield of Sparrows by Denby Perry. This is a fantasy book. I don't read fantasy, but it's by Denby Perry, who I love. So I am very excited to try this and see what I think of this. But there is a good chance I won't like this. But we'll see. I'm probably going to get the audiobook because I have a better chance of liking it. Also, this is a gorgeous, like gorgeous. But as I said, I think I probably have a higher chance of liking this because it is Denby Perry and I've read a lot, almost all of her books. So, yeah. I have no idea what this is about. But it is also in my TBR jar because I bought it this year. So, yeah, I am excited to read this, but I'm scared. But, yeah. Roll number 58 is 5. 5 is He Falls First. Trope number 58, I have He Falls First. And for this one, I am going to read Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This is book number 3 and Part of Your World. I have this on audio. It's in my TBR jar. Also, this is going to hit J for the A to Z challenge. And then if I read a few other letters, I will complete the A to Z challenge for the first time ever that I remember. So yeah, I am very excited to read this. As I said, it is the 3rd book in Part of Your World, and I read both of them last month and really enjoyed them. So I am excited to continue reading this book, this series. Now we only have 2 left, so I decided to do a D4, and odd number is going to be, so 1 or 3 is going to be that one, 2 or 4 is going to be this one. So roll number 59 is a 3, and that is fake dating. For trope number 59, I have fake dating, and for this one I am going to be reading Her Greatest Mistake by Hannah Coran. I don't know, but this is the Bell version, Bell Book Box version. It's super cute. It's a hockey romance, and I also think this one heroine is a vet. And I am excited to read this. I have this on the audio. It is in my TBR jar because I bought it this year, or received it. Yeah, no, I bought it this year. So I am very excited to read this, and this will be my first book by this author, but I am excited. And for our final roll number 60, let's see if we could get a even number. And 2s, we did. So, and this is Bodyguard Romance. And finally, trope number 60 is Bodyguard Romance. And for this one, I chose Salt Kiss by Sierra Simone. This is a bodyguard romance from Hello Lovely, trope of the month last year, and it's gorgeous. I have this on audio, and it's also in my TBR. And Sierra Simone, as I said, is an author I wanted to read this year, more of her backlist. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this. So this is also book 1 in this series. I don't remember what the series is called, but yeah. So those are all of the 60 books ish books that I plan to read. There is a little bit more because I do have 2 books that 2 of the tropes I picked 2 books, and 2 tropes I picked 1 book for. So, but overall, those are all the 60 books I plan on reading in the next 60 days. I do have all of the tropes written in a spinner wheel, and I'm just going to spin the wheel and it's going to tell me which one to read. But there are some tropes that I need to read the first book in a series, because I have a lot of books that I put like the whole series on. So if I will just read the first book in that series and probably just binge read the series that week. I do plan on vlogging this, and I don't know how well I'm gonna do, but regardless if I don't read these in 60 days, these are just gonna be the next 60 books I read and finish, however long it takes me. Also, if I by some miracle do this finish before the 60 days with all of these, I am gonna continue on reading like the series that I was not able to put in here if I have more books that I own, if that makes sense. But I am very excited to try this challenge. I tried to do this in November and then I just got distracted, and life got away from me. I am working now too, but I tend to work in the morning. The latest I'm off is 2 o'clock, so then I come home and I'm able to listen to audiobooks, and most, if not all of these, are on audio. So if I don't have the audio version of them, I will probably get the audio version, just because that is how I read. But yeah, I'm very excited to try this. I'm also gonna start early. It is the 27th right now, or is it the 28th? No, tomorrow's the 28th. I think I'm gonna start tomorrow. Just give myself a few extra days, and this will end in August, if I'm able to. It might go on past August, but I'm gonna try this. That does not mean all of these books, that does not mean I'm gonna read a book a day, because let's be real, I'm not. There's gonna be days where I don't finish a book, but then there's gonna be days where I finish like 3 books. So it's, my goal is to finish these books in roughly 60 days. But we'll see. I'm crazy. And yeah, if you've read any of these, what do you think of them? And if you want to join me, tell me what you plan on reading. And I'll see everyone later. Bye.